Hey guys, how's it going? The astute viewer might realize I'm not at home right now. I'm in some black shadowy void, okay? Whoa, don't worry about it. I'm on the run. All I brought with me was Floyd. And, my matches, okay? But we're not here for that today, okay? Today is a very, very, very special episode. I'm going to be talking about SCPs today. So, I've thought about how to introduce a newcomer to SCPs in a time-convenient manner, alright? But I think right now there's over 8,000 SCPs, and this has been a thing that's been going on for decades, right? It's an internet community that's been going on for, well, a decade. And there's too much to catch up on, too much lore. I'll give you a very basic rundown, and if you want to know more, there's a channel called The Exploring Series, and they have a really good kind of introduction to SCPs, so I'll probably link that in the description if you want to check it out. That's my favorite channel on YouTube, by the way. I've watched every video. Where to start? So, basically, what SCPs are, what the SCP universe is, it is a foundation, the SCP Foundation. SCP stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. And what they do is they secure, they contain, and they protect. They find entities, they find objects that kind of break the laws of physics, break normalcy, right? And they hide it away from the world. They secure it. Basically, think about like Area 51, how they supposedly hide aliens. Well, the SCP Foundation secures and hides all types of things. Basically anything out of the ordinary. One of the SCPs is Bigfoot. One of the SCPs is a bag of potatoes that constantly refills with potatoes. One of them is, crazy stuff. One of them's a lizard that whenever you destroy it, it grows back, and then it's harder to destroy. There's all different types of stuff. Now, everything in the SCP wiki, all of this is from a wiki page, scp.wiki, or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. They're all user submitted. So, if you're a fan of SCPs and you're good at writing, you can write one, submit it, and if it's good enough, it'll go on the site. That's basically a brief introduction. Oh, I just ate. These are not stories, per se. There are stories that are on the website, but the main articles are not stories. These are basically written as if you, the reader, are reading a declassified, like, military document or government document. Every SCP is basically broken into 2 or 3 parts. There's the Special Containment Procedures, SCP, and then there's a description of what the SCP is. Every article on the site has its own numbered entry. So you've got SCP-001, which is complicated. We're not going to get into that one. So it goes from 001, 002, last I checked, there was over 8,000, right? There's a lot of them. But today, I just want to read a couple short ones, a couple little basic ones, to give people like an introduction on the series. If you're not super into horror, I'm sorry. This one might not be for you, but it's not all horror. I'd say SCP is more of a sci-fi thing than it is horror. So if you're into sci-fi, if you're into horror, it's a blend of both. But there's also wholesome ones, there's funny ones, there's sad ones. It's great, really. So what I have here is a collector's edition art book. This is the SCP Foundation Red Journal. This guy right here is the Plague Doctor. We're not gonna get into that today because he has a really long article. Not really long, pretty short by today's standards, but too long. I don't want to bore you, okay? In the beginning of the book, it kind of goes through some like basic information that you'd want to know. And it's all laid out super cool. Look at that. You've got a letter right here talking about what the SCP Foundation does, what it is, what it stands for. But right here, really quick, I'm gonna read. There's that sound again. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna read some basic information, okay? Stuff that you kinda need to know to understand what's going on in these articles. I'm gonna read this verbatim, and I'm gonna try to back up a little bit, and I want to do it soft-spoken. I tried to do this earlier, whispering. I can't read and whisper at the same time. Can't do it. So from here on out, it's mostly going to be soft-spoken. If you're not into that, sorry. I'm going to try to keep the volume down, though. Okay? I'm going to read a brief little article, or not article, a brief little description about the object classes. I fucked it up already. Okay. All anomalous objects, entities, and phenomena requiring special containment procedures are assigned an object class. An object class is part of the standard SCP template and serves as a rough indicator for how difficult an object is to contain. In universe, object classes are for the purposes of identifying containment needs, research priority, budgeting, and other considerations. An SCP's object class is determined by a number of factors, but the most important factors are the difficulty and purpose of its containment. There are 4 basic containment classes, okay? They go Safe, Euclid, Keter, and Thomule. So, a really easy way to understand what all of these mean is the locked box test. For Safe, if you lock it in a box, leave it alone, and nothing bad will happen, then it's probably safe. For Euclid, if you lock it in a box, leave it alone, and you're not entirely sure what will happen, then it's probably Euclid. For Keter, if you lock it in a box, leave it alone, and it easily escapes, it's probably Keter. And Thomule, if it is the box, then it's Thomule. So, basically, just to summarize, Safe, that's how it sounds, okay? Euclid is like medium difficulty. Most things are Euclid. Most things are Euclid. And then Keter is the dangerous stuff, the monsters that try to escape, the diseases that have no cure, right? And then there's Thomule. These are things that, while they break the laws of nature, break the laws of physics, they can be beneficial.
there's one last little introductory bit that I want to read, okay? This has to do with, like, clearance in this foundation. I should also say this is a worldwide foundation that is kept out of the public eye. Like, regular people don't know about this stuff. They're not supposed to. But it's made up of the world's smartest scientists, the world's best engineers, you know, this type of stuff. It's high tier stuff, okay? There's 5 classes for personnel, just A, B, C, D, E. The only one you really need to know is Class D. Those are the test subjects. They're prisoners that are used to test the effects of these anomalies, right? And before you think like, oh, that's inhumane, we shouldn't be doing this to people, these Class D personnel are made up of some of the worst people on Earth. We're talking serial killers, we're talking predators. These are not good people. Most of them are violent criminals that were taken from death row, out of prisons, and brought to the personnel. Now that we've got all of the basics out of the way. Sorry if you heard that. There are dogs here. Okay? Listen. I got a safe house. You gotta make sacrifices, okay? I got guard dogs. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be reading these verbatim, just to make it easy on myself. I'll give a little summary afterwards. This is SCP-427, the Lovecraftian Locket. Its object class is safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-427 displays no means of self-locomotion or malicious intent at this time and requires only minimal containment. Due to 427's adverse effects, only medical staff of Class 3 or above may handle or utilize it. All personnel using SCP-427 must record their total time using it in order to avoid unwanted mutations. Instances of SCP-427-1, colloquially referred to as flesh beasts, created by 427 must be killed immediately, as it is impossible to communicate or experiment on them safely. For this reason, instances of 427-1 are classified as Keter. Description: 427 is a small, spherical, ornately carved locket made out of a polished silver material. The ornate carvings do not seem to serve any function. It is unknown whether 427's outer casing was crafted by sentients or not. Its circumference at its widest point is roughly 3 centimeters. 427 was created by placing a pill of SCP-500 in the input booth of SCP-914 and using the fine setting. Okay, basically, really quick, I'm going to give a little summary of those 2 SCPs. SCP-500 is a pill that cures any disease, okay? SCP-914 is a machine where you put something in one side. You select rough, 1-to-1, fine, or very fine, and something else comes out the other side. Basically, they put one of these cure anything pills into that machine, put it on the fine setting, and this is what came out. It displays no unusual activity when closed. When opened, a small glowing orb is visible at the center. The orb emits no radiation or energy aside from the visible spectrum. When 427 is opened and exposed to biological tissue, it rapidly mutates cellular damage and somehow is able to purge invading compounds or infections. As a standard of measure, the common cold takes 3 to 10 days to be worked through the human immune system and eventually removed. In the presence of an opened 427, this time is reduced to 2 to 4 minutes. Its healing abilities are directional, so anything not in line of sight with the central orb experiences no effects. However, long-term exposure produces a significant health hazard. As the locket heals damage, it optimizes the body's natural systems. Resistance to disease and toxins is increased to 500% compared to accepted LD50 or death rate values after a total of 10 minutes of exposure, and 1000% after 15. After 15 minutes of exposure, muscular systems begin optimizing, increasing strength and pain tolerance by 200 to 300%. All other systems continue to optimize. Class D personnel exposed to the device for over an hour total began mutating into a shapeless mass of tissue. The conversion time accelerates with continued exposure to 427. The flesh beasts, so named due to their appearance, created by 427, are incredibly aggressive, attacking any and all personnel on site with lethal results. They are highly resilient to most known weaponry, but can be disabled with sufficient shock trauma or heat in excess of 1100 degrees Celsius. Intelligence cannot be accurately gauged, but mapping of biological enhancements of the brain as a direct relationship with optimization of other systems suggests intelligence could exceed levels measured in humans when fully transformed. 427 is currently being used as a partial replacement for SCP-500 pills, as it can cure almost anything SCP-500 is able to. All optimizations imparted by 427 are cumulative. Oversight has deemed the side effects an acceptable risk, but users must carefully record their total exposure time, as sufficient mutations are grounds for termination.
When they say termination, that means they're gonna kill you, okay? My favorite part of this book is the custom, images, illustrations. This is also what the text looks like. It looks like some kind of military report. But then this is an image of one of those flesh beasts. Just nasty. Take a good look up close. Just nasty. But it's also beautiful. It's beautifully drawn. Basically what that was, just to sum it up, it is a necklace that when you open it, it heals anything, any disease that you might have, it'll heal it. But then if you keep it open, it'll make your muscles get stronger, it'll make you faster, it'll increase your pain tolerance, it'll make you more resistant to diseases. If you have it open too long, you'll start to mutate and you'll turn into one of those flesh beasts. So this one, it is classified safe, because if you just take the locket, put it aside, and never touch it, nothing bad will happen. Even though it can turn you into some monster, it's still safe because it's easy to contain. That makes sense? Good. I'm gonna try to find another short one quick. I'm only gonna do 2 of these, and then I don't know, I'll probably play with Floyd for a minute. I'll probably light some matches. I want to keep this one short because I don't know. This is the yellow journal. I also have the black journal, but that one I have not taken out of the plastic yet, and I'm not taking out of the plastic for a YouTube video. Sorry. I found another pretty short one, so we'll knock this one out really quick too.
SCP-409, the Contagious Crystal. Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures. No physical contact may be made with 409 for any reason. Anything making physical contact with 409 must be contained and quarantined immediately, along with any materials used in the transport of the subject. 409 must be kept in a granite case at all times. Any transportation of 409 must be done in a sealed granite container. Residue from 409's effects are to be sealed in granite containers along with any tools used to transport residue into containers. Description: 409 resembles a large quartz crystal, approximately 1.5 meters, 5 feet tall, and 0.6 meters, 2 feet wide. Any objects coming into contact with 409 will begin to crystallize after 3 hours. This effect will occur in any material other than granite. The crystallization will spread by approximately 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch, per minute, and will convert the entire object or organism inside and out. Subjects report this effect to be extremely painful and similar to frostbite. After complete crystallization, the object will begin to make snapping and creaking noises for approximately 20 minutes before bursting into thousands of fragments with great force. Anything touched by or touching a fragment will immediately begin to crystallize. Nothing at this time is able to reverse the effect in organic matter, including amputation of the infected area. Inorganic matter will only crystallize for a few centimeters around the point of contact. 409 was recovered in data expunged under a pile of crystal shards several feet deep. Losses of personnel during recovery were high.
Basically, whenever it says expunged, it just means they took the information out. They don't want you to know where they found it. That's all.
Addendum 409-1 with the suggestion of Dr.
Redacted.
Subject 409-D5 was exposed to the effects of 409 and left to become severely crystallized. After that, he was treated with SCP-500, and a complete recovery was achieved in 9 days. Subject reported that he continued to feel pain in body parts that were crystallized, even after the estimated recovery time. Pain faded 13 days after subject was treated. It is unknown if the pain effect was psychological or real during the intervening 4 days. Addendum 409-2. Extensive testing has yielded no information as to why the crystallization occurs. 409 and the shards created by it are indistinguishable from any other quartz crystal. The effect appears to be similar to a seed crystal, where a pre-existing crystal formation is added to a solution, causing the crystal to grow. 409, however, appears to do this with all solid matter, and does not need to remain in contact. How this is done, why 409 is unique among all other quartz crystals, and why granite is the only material immune are still unknown. End of report.
So this one, literally just a crystal. If you touch it, you will turn into crystal. That's it. Simple, but scary. For all you crystal collectors out there, be careful. Be careful. And see, this this is another thing I think is cool about the SCP universe. It mentions other SCPs in the SCP. So if you know what they're talking about, it's like, oh yeah, I get it. I'm in on it. But once again, another beautiful illustration of another beautiful illustration of a man being turned into crystals. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. That's all of them I'm gonna read today. There are so many more, so many cool ones. There are some that have even messed me up. Like, there's one, and basically that there is no afterlife, and when you die, your consciousness stays in your body after you're dead. So you won't be able to move, you won't be able to talk or blink or do anything, but you'll still be in there. So you'll be in the ground, you got worms and bugs on you, eating you, but you're still there. You can still feel the pain, you can still think. And that one is scary to me. I don't like that one. That one makes me uncomfortable. I'm gonna do a couple triggers just for the people who enjoy triggers. And I'm gonna talk. Just talk. So, if you've made it this far, I trust you. You're dope. This obviously isn't some secret bunker. This is actually my childhood bedroom. I'm at my mom's house right now. I painted this room, hand painted this room. This little nook over here. It's all red. That's where my TV used to be. I used to have trinkets all up there. These books used to be sitting lined up right here. On the wall over here, it says Hoko. Cause this was my homecoming proposal to my girlfriend at the time. I wrote it on the wall. And then neither of us went to homecoming. We still hung out though, so that was dope. After I moved out though, my stepsister got this room. And when my stepsister moved out, she poured nail polish all over the floor, dumped a litter box on the floor, just ruined it, ruined my room. And like, I've got no right to be mad. It's not my room anymore. But at the same time, this is my room, you know? It's like, why be disrespectful? I know why. My stepsister hates me. She thought I was talking trash about her, but I wasn't. I simply told her boyfriend that she was cheating on him. And that's just the right thing to do. Hey, if you're out there and you're cheating on somebody right now, don't fucking do that. Come clean to that person right now. Come clean to everybody involved. And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, why is he bringing that up? Why is he gonna bring that up? You're the problem. Did you know that? You are the problem. It's not worth hurting other people. And if you don't care that you're hurting other people, you don't belong to be with anybody. Sorry. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? This motherfucker's cheating on his girlfriend. This lady's cheating on her boyfriend. Sorry. Christmas. I'm not sure what I'm doing for Christmas. On the 14th, I'm supposed to go to the girl I'm talking to's parents' Christmas party. But that's the 14th, you know? Like, it's still like holidays time, right? But it's not Christmas, you know? It's not Christmas. I haven't done anything wintry yet. Haven't gone sledding. Well, there's no snow. Well, there is. It's just not, you know. Never mind. Oh yeah. Also, how could I forget? So, we're at like 50 subs right now. Let's fucking go. That's 50 more subs than I ever thought I would have. And one of my videos is sitting at like 1,000 views right now. That's crazy to me. I thought 200 was crazy, and now we have 5 times that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kinda like, if you made it this far, you deserve to know. I'm kind of autistic. I kind of obsessively watch the view count go up. And like, every time anybody leaves a comment, I have to stop myself from going down there and being like, thank you, bro, I love you so much, thank you, you're so fucking cool. But I won't even lie, everybody who was leaving comments, I was clicking on your profile, I was going through your videos, okay? And if you didn't have videos, I was thinking, this person's probably pretty cool anyways. Big shout out to the Beat Saber guy. Yep. Big shout out to the girl who went to the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus concert. You know who you are, okay? I love you guys. I love every single last one of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be doing this right now. I don't even mean to get sappy, but I was so happy earlier today when I saw I was like reaching 1,000 views. I almost cried. That's a lie. I did cry. I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck. I really am thankful for like every single view, every single like, every single comment. And that's not me saying you have to like and comment, but if you go out of your way to do that, like, just know I see it, I appreciate it, like, it means the world to me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit this one or how the sound's gonna turn out, but if you guys did enjoy and you want to see more SCPs, let me know. I'll try to get better at it. Shout out to the guy who said he was excited to see the SCPs. Love you, brother. I'm glad there's somebody else out there. SCPs are my favorite thing. My favorite thing. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Because it's something I'm passionate about. That's actually the reason I wanted to make a YouTube channel in the first place. I just wanted to do SCP readings. And then I started listening to ASMR more. And then I was like, well, I'll just do ASMR. Maybe I'll do ASMR SCP readings. Just let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll do it. I'm a man of the people. You guys are here for me. I'll be there for you, okay? If you need a couple bucks, I'll send it your way, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. Big thanks from me and Floyd. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, rest of your day, whenever you're watching. I just hope it's great for you. I love you. Have a good